guys. Well, what if I show you this picture? What's the first thing that popped up in your mind when you see this picture? I mean, we can simply say that the picture is show a girl who stare at her phone while the red light is shine from it, right? Well, it suggests the negative impact of social media on individual, obviously. One of the example of negative impact of social media is FOMO behavior. Now, I want you to imagine this. First, you open your Instagram account in the morning, and then you see Alma's picture, Alma's story, who was at the birthday party last night. And then you tap next story, and Anan, one of your friend, is reposted Alma's story. Then you tap again, and it show one of your friend's photo, which is also in the same place as Alma and Anand's story. Then you start thinking, why wasn't I invited? Why wasn't I invited? And now you start feeling something called FOMO. We can see in this slide, it refers to longing to be involved in the activities of others, particularly when those activities are perceived as a valuable and desirable. Or we often heard as a fear of missed out on event or information while other people get that experience and we don't. Well, it's been around for a long time actually, but these days it's triggered mostly by social media. Well, social media gives us an instant access to activity to our friend. Well, can be a good thing, but it's also make it all too easy for us to compare our life to theirs. And today with me, Naissha Untara, we are gonna explore how FOMO can shape our lives by influence financial decision and relationship. Here in this slide, I have three examples of FOMO behavior. The first one is spending money on unnecessary items to look up to date. And the second one is full of trends that are going viral. And the last one is checking social media excessively. Well, for the first example, many of us feels like they need to have a cute Tumblr only for look up to date on social media, and they might spend money on items they don't really need just to ensure that they have a perfect Instagram worthy look. And for the second example, social media platform like TikTok or Instagram play a significant role in shaping trends, right? A Gen Z individual in Indonesia might feel pressure to participate in viral challenges. And the last one is this is the worst for me. Like they may feel anxious if they are away from their phones for too long, like fearing they might miss out on important news or trends. Like this behavior can lead to excessive scrolling, where they spend more time online than engaging in real life activities such as hanging out with friends or pursuing hobbies. The pressure to keep up with trends. This might be the reason why do we experience FOMO. Well, recently I've made a research on FOMO behavior around us, and we can see in this slide the result is 57.5% people feel that cell phone are the most important thing that we must always check, while only 2.3% of them vote no, it's not. And the result of the answer in this diagram here will definitely have an impact on our financial and mental health. Now, let's talk about how FOMO can impact our financial decision by impulsive buying. Like here, I'm trying to find out how many people around me are overspending just to participate in something that going viral. And the result is 57.7%. percent of them admit that they often spend more budget to buy things that are not important, which is a bad thing, right?
Well, the good news is, out of about 30 people who answered the questionnaire,
Only 13.4% of them felt sure that they are were anxious when people left without them, and 60.9% of them felt that they could control themselves not to compare their life with other people's life on social media. Now that you know a little about the impact of FOMO on us, do you think it's important for us to know how to deal with FOMO? Actually, we can simply quit the social media, but it must be very difficult for us, right? Well, instead of quitting, we can try to limit our time on it and try to set boundaries to know what is really important in our life and enjoy what we have without comparing it to what other people have. Unfortunately, 42.9% of people here are still unsure whether they have set boundaries and set their priorities or not. But many of them are already confident in setting boundaries and their priorities in their own life. Well, for the conclusion, this phenomena, fear of missing out, can affect our life. Seeing other perfect moment can cause stress and lead to overspending. And being aware of this effect can help us to develop better habits on social media by creating limits and focusing on real life relationship instead of online comparison. We can reduce FOMO's impact and lead a more satisfying life. And it's important to appreciate what we have instead of worrying about what we don't have, as it is crucial for our mental health in today's digital world. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.